Good morning, students. Today we will the second part of the chapter political parties. Challenges to political party. The major challenges faced by political party. The first challenge faced by political party is no internal no internal democracy. Political parties are necessary for democracy, but within political party there is no democracy because they are not having a proper record of membership. There is no record of membership of the members. कि भाई who all are the members. Regular elections are not held. Even the ordinary worker is not having much information about what is happening in the party. What are the decisions which are going to be take place, and personal loyalty of the leaders plays an important role. So the first challenge is no internal democracy within the political party. Second, dynastic succession. Political parties are becoming like monarchy, like in monarchical system, king, then his son will become the king. Similarly, there are some families which are dominating political parties. All over India, there are many political parties which are dominated by certain families. So these families only dominate all the working of the political party. Third is growing role of money and muscle power. Money and muscle power. Generally, political parties give ticket to those people who are having lot of money, those who are very rich, or those who can raise lot of money, those who can arrange money from here and there. They are very powerful, dabang type of people. So these dabang people generally are getting tickets in political party. Fourth, no choice for voters. No choice for voters. In the previous video, we have discussed different ideologies of the political party. Every political party is having a particular ideology. They are believing in, suppose, secularism. The others are believing in communism. Some believe in a particular the uniform civil code, or etc. etc. There can be different ideologies. But nowadays, all over the world, not only in India, all over the world, the differences in ideology are diluting. And there is only one ideology finally, that is to make government. The political parties are losing their ideology. So these are the major challenges which are faced by political parties. Then comes the second part, that is related to reform. Then how political parties can be reformed? Yeah, the reforms the government has taken steps to reform the political party. The first reform is anti-defection law. Anti-defection law. It simply means after winning election, a candidate cannot change his party. Suppose a candidate, let's take an example, suppose there are A, B and C party. In election, suppose there are total 100 seats. This party got 50 seats, this party got 25, and this party got 25 seats. To make government, 45, 30, and 100 seats. To make government, a party requires 51 seats. To make government, this party requires 6 more member of parliament, MLAs. And if they ask, okay, can 6 people join this party? Then these 6 members, suppose they have given some of the benefit, you will be given portfolio in ministry, or some other benefit will be given to them. and if these people change the political party. Due to anti-defection law, these members, their membership will come to an end. So if these members change the political party, then their membership will be cancelled. This is anti-defection law. Okay, after winning election, a person cannot change party. After 5 years, he can change the party. So this is anti-defection law. Second, affidavit. In affidavit, it means before contesting election, every candidate has to give an affidavit related to its property details, criminal cases, etc. So affidavit was the second reform. Third, and third point, organizational elections. That is, party has to conduct organizational election regularly and has to file income tax return. Have to file the income tax returns also. How much money they got as a donation, where they are spending. So these are the three reforms which are taken place. But these reforms also have certain limitation. First, in anti-defection law, now a person who is not satisfied with the party, whatever the party is doing, then also he has to follow the party line. He cannot oppose the party leaders. Second, affidavit. Although it is necessary for a candidate to file the affidavit, but there is no body etc. to check whether whatever the candidate is giving is correct information or not. So this information is not checked. Anti-defection law, now it is bound to be on the party line. Organizational elections and income tax return has become just a formality. It is mere formality. We have to contest the organizational election. Few people come and they contest the election. So these are the three reforms. Now next question which is asked is suggestions. How political parties can be reformed? Give few suggestions. So in that case, first suggestion will be 1/3 of the seats should be reserved for women. 1/3 seats should be reserved for women. 1/3 seats should be reserved for women. Then there should be a law to regulate the internal affairs of the party. A law to regulate internal affairs of the party. Whether the elections are held regularly, membership of the membership register is maintained or not. So all these things should be seen. Third, government should pay the expenses of the election to the political party, like paper bill, electricity bill, or this telephone bills. Government should bear. So these are few suggestions. After that, it is given that over-regulation of the parties, political parties can be counterproductive. Counterproductive means can give negative impact also. If there are too many rules etc. made, then first problem, the political parties will not pass such act if the act is very strong to control the. If the act is very severe, harsh act to control the party, then such acts will not be passed by the political party. Second, over-regulation can be counterproductive. They will try to find some ways to cheat the system. If there is an act of doing a particular thing you have to do, they will find some or the other way to bypass that thing. So they will try to cheat the government. And last there are like what ordinary person like we, those who are not associated with party, what they can do. First, if a person think that he can do well, like if he contest election, he can bring major yeah, necessary change, he should join political party. Those who are able should join political party, contest election. So in suggestion, first is should join politics. If a person think, it is very easy to criticize from outside कि भाई ये गलत वो गलत. If you think you are right, should join the political party or form new political parties. Second, oppose whatever is wrong. If anything is going wrong, people should oppose. Because this is not correct. It should not be done like this. So they should oppose if something is going wrong. Yeah? Hope you must have understood the chapter.